I'll start by solving this problem called count the indices with the opposite parity. What's coming in my mind is to count the odd and even. First take an array, then count the odd number of indices from this and even number of indices from backside. Then how do I, okay, I think I need to take two arrays. Let me take two arrays called odd and even. First click odd and then even. I'll traverse from right side and I'll append it out. Let me take O equal to 0 and even E equal to 0. Traverse from right side, back side and add it out. Increment and store it in those index. Let me assign here 0 into the size of what len of num. Similarly, this is also going to be an array which is having same size as of the original array, with contains 0 and 0 odd in it. Then I'm going to traverse this nums from back side for I in a range of len of nums. I'm going to traverse from last index, so it is going to be -1 till this 0th index, and I'm going to decrement it by 1 -1 so that I can traverse from the back side. Then I'll check whether it is the number is odd or even. If nums of 5 mod 2 is 0, then it is going to be even, and if it is even, then I'm going to increment the E, else I'll increment O. Simultaneously at the end I need to store it at the ith index, that is E or E, as well as for odd it is O I need to store, and for even I need to store E. Then what's the next? You're given an integer array of length n. The score of index I is defined as number of indices j such that I should be less than j and n. Okay, this is the perfect thing what I feel. Have a different parity. One is even, the other is odd, and here the 0th index is odd and one index is even in this array. So again I need to traverse and check how. What am I going to do is, I'll start from here. This is my first value, so first value, then the next one, then next. I think I can traverse it in O of n by 2 with the O of n by 2 time complexity, right? But the issue is, if I have odd or okay, if I have odd length of this array, then I think I'll be not able to go till last. I'll get index out of bound error. Let me traverse with O of n time complexity itself. Okay, first I need to check the index, whether the index is odd or even, right? What I have decided to do is first go with start from 1, then check the index. I'm just trying to think how can I optimize it, like how can I traverse it with less time complexity, because I've already traversed O of n time now for calculating odd and even. Let's go with O of n complexity itself and try it once. If the index, obviously index are going to start from odd value. So let's take the condition for odd index first. If it is odd, then if it is odd, okay. Okay, I need to create one more array. Let me create here result array for storing the values. This should be one have the same size as that of the original array. If j is odd, the index is odd, then result of that index minus 1 should be odd of j minus 1, right? Yeah. Else if it is even, then result of j minus 1 should be equal to even of j minus 1. At the end we need to return this result array. I'm getting some error. Okay, I'm getting 2211 instead of 2110. Okay, let me first go through it and understand where am I getting wrong. I created two arrays, one is odd and even, right? Yeah. Now I traversed the original array from backside and counted the number of odd and even. Odd was okay. Okay. The issue is I need to assign first, then I need to count if I'm not wrong, right? Because I should not include the current value. So that's why maybe I'm getting the wrong output. Let's check. One got satisfied. Okay, what's the error here? Oh, I've already assigned 0 in it, right? Instead of taking 0, I think I should go with taking minus 1, because for the current value they are taking it as 0. Even if it get incremented for current value, then it is going to be 0 rather than here somewhere I'm getting error. I'm traversing from backside. This 4. Okay, let's understand here what is happening exactly. This 4 is E1. So it should increment this part, okay? That is correct, right? Nums of I mod 2 is 0. That's why it should get incremented to, I have taken initial value as -1. It is going to get incremented, hence it will become 0. And odd value. What is my odd? Odd is having already 0. It was already having 0 and odd didn't got incremented. Oh, okay, I did a mistake. Let it be remain 0. Or else I'll get value as 0 at the end in this. After incrementing it, the issue is with this 2. I need to understand where am I getting wrong exactly, right? First it is 4. 4 is E1. So E1 will get incremented and E1 is going to get stored. Let me create a dummy array here so that I can understand. This is my code. Right now I have how many 2 arrays? I am having 3 arrays. One is result, the another 2 are odd and even. Right, let me keep it. And this size, let's take the answer over it is. Yeah. What was that? This one. Okay, the array is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is A1. This is odd one array. This is result array. Okay. I'm traversing from backside. So first I'll be at the 4. 4 is okay. Right now I'm having 4 parts in this. first value is 4. Initially all are having 0. At 4 is E1. So it is going to store in an E1 as, after incrementation, as 1, and odd is still going to be written as 0. Then when it comes to 3, E1 is still going to be 1, and 3 it is going to become, because of 3 odd is going to become as 1. Then it comes to 2, E1 will get incremented by 1 and it is going to become 2. Odd is going to remain same. Then it will come to 1, E1 is going to be remain same, and odd is going to get incremented by 1, so it will become 2. These are two arrays. Okay, now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to traverse this array, the original array again, but now this time I'm going to traverse it from the left side, from this side. Okay, I have, instead of taking index, I have took the values as 1, 2, 3, 4. Later on, while fetching the results from even and odd, I'll fetch with the help of index minus that 1 minus that value. Okay. Am I just going it? Am I doing it in correct way? Rather than doing this way, I can wait. Let me go with normal index itself. While checking, I'll just increment by 1 and check whether it is even or odd. Yeah, this is a perfect thing actually. I'm not going to mess up if I just take index. Okay, I'm starting from J, from index 1. Then 1 should be odd, this one should be even. Alternative odd and even should be there in this. So I just tried to check whether this should be odd or even. 1 should be odd, yeah. And when I found this as odd, I should assign the value of odd at that index, right? And yeah, here it is. Results of J should be equal to odd of J. Odd of J, what is odd of J? It is 0. Odd of J is 0. Else, okay. Then again it is going to go to next. This one should be E1. And if it is E1, if this index should be E1, second value should be E1. And the value of second index should be assigned to this as 1. Then third value should be odd. This both should be odd. So when third value is odd, it should assign this third value of odd array. Fourth value should be E1 and it should assign this value. Right? This is how my program is working. What did I got here? What should be the output? 211. Okay, 2110. I understood what is the issue. Okay. This is what I'm getting through my code. And the output should be 2110. 2110. Okay. Yeah, right. What I missed was we need to reverse this result array. Then only we are going to get the original, because while fetching the odd and even, I traverse from backside. So if I just try to reverse this array, then only I'm going to get the original value, right? let's be correct. I'll put that and check it. I'm still getting wrong somewhere. I'm getting 112. One mistake which I have did is, yeah, surely I've just started with 0, right? So I need to subtract at -1, no, 211 is 0. Okay, what I should do is, okay, I understood where am I getting wrong. I need to reverse this even and odd first. Even and odd. A1 should be equal to A1 of reversed value. Because I'm trying to access the number of odd and even. One. Oh god. Still I'm getting some error. I need to check it again. Where am I getting wrong? The output should be 2110. I took two arrays, odd and even. I took O for counting number of odd and E for counting number of even. Then I traversed this original array from backside and try to increment this odd and even. Okay, that's perfect thing, right? If I count something as odd, I'm going to increment the odd value. If something is even, then I'm going to increment the even value and store it in this format. Okay. Afterwards, I need to reverse it out. So that I should like come at this position. Then how many odds are there? 2. Right? This one and this. There are 2 odds. So it should get reversed. From here, then how many even are there? 2 even. That's why even this should get reversed. Okay, perfect. Oh, I have a doubt here. I need to check the test case 1, 2, 3, 4. These are indices 0 and 1. There are I think I didn't understood the problem correctly. That's why maybe I'm getting this error. If you know the answer, then please do comment. Let me try to know where am I getting wrong. Okay, there is no need of reversing it. You should not. Okay, it is already in correct order. So let's comment this out. Then you are counting the current elements itself. Yeah, I know that. We need I should be less than j number itself must not be included. But your loop refers. Yeah, what I thought about this was perfectly correct. First we need to store, then we need to increment. But the doubt which I have is they have like an answer they have given 2 for even. If I don't store before, if I store it before incrementing, then I'm not going to get 2. Let's check this. Where am I getting wrong? Okay, okay. I got it now. What I did. See, I felt that I need to check the index value whether it's odd or even. But here we should not check the index value. We need to check the element of an array whether it is odd or even. If it is okay. And one more mistake which I did was, if it is even, then we need to store odd value here. Let's check. Oh, it's working right. Okay, it is taking 4 milliseconds for to run. Let's check which is the optimal solution. Hmm. Okay, what? Oh, this is nice. See, he has tried to solve it in O of O of n time complexity. I think I took O of n plus m, right? Yeah. They have tried to find the value as well as they are simultaneously storing it in the result value. This solution is really great. Yeah, we can use this method to solve. Oh, okay. The one thing which I didn't notice was here they have given us the array is going to have distinct integer from 1 to n. Then this size is going to be like number of integers are going to be unique, plus they are going to be in a sequential order from 1 to n itself. I just felt like I'm going to get some random values and then I need to sort it using without using any space. And that is great thing actually. Okay, then directly I can do like this. I can fetch the size of the array. Then I can use list comprehension, and with the help of list comprehension, I can directly write it down for in a range of from 1 to n plus 1. I'm directly going to create a result array. Then I'm going to return the result, right? This is also going to be O of n with a O of n time complexity. I hope. Oh, there are 1011 test case which got solved from this. Okay, next one. This question is also kind of interesting. Let's go through it. Here we need to find what the number of odd index, the number at the odd index, the element at the odd index is strictly greater than the number at the previous given index. Return true if the array rearranged such that a array of 5 is greater than array of 5 minus 1 for all the odd values in this, otherwise false. Okay. Rearranging would be 4, 5, 2, 3, 1 is valid because the element and the odd index are strictly greater than the previous index. Odd index are strictly greater than the previous index. 1 is odd, it is greater. 3, it is also greater. Okay. The one thing which I can do, the one approach which is coming in my mind is to count the number of odd and even positions and then check how many odd numbers are there and how many even numbers are there, right? And see here, odd should be greater. How many even are there? There are 3 even positions, 2 odd positions, and I'm having how many? I'm having 3 odds. No, not odd. I need to check. Yeah, first is I need to check how many odd and even positions. Secondly, I need to even check how many numbers are like kind of greater. I need to sort it down and try to convert it into a set and check whether the length of this is greater than the odd positions. length of this divided by 2, or yeah, length of this, the obtained set divided by 2 is greater than the odd. I think so. Let's go and check it once.